Hi there, my name is Sophie and I am the CEO of the Parlor. Welcome to the agency, and this is our first video on YouTube. So I started the agency back in 2020 at the height of the pandemic, and one of the key reasons was because I wanted to help aesthetic practitioners discover their brand personality in a cost-effective way. I understand that development of websites and social media can be super expensive and very complicated, and what I wanted to do was just show aesthetic practitioners how, not easy, but how a process can really help them to develop their brand personality, grow their clinic and sustain their business. And this was really key to how the business is performing. What is brand personality? That is such a good question. It was basically when we were starting the agency, I didn't want to be labelled as a marketing agency because we don't offer marketing. Marketing to me, because I come from a marketing and advertising background, it's everything and we don't do everything. So I didn't want to say marketing to confuse anyone or to give the wrong impression of what it is we actually deliver on. And that was really important for me. It's not about what we talk about, what we can do, it's about the delivery, it's about the results, and it's about what you can physically see coming out of our company. And that was super important for me. So it was a big play on words and a big, hoo-ha about how we put it together. But brand personality in itself literally means having a brand that matches the personality of the business. So often you get aesthetic practitioners who are so glam and so beautiful and just carry themselves amazingly. They're absolute credits to the business world, and when you see their website, it's a complete non-reflection of who they are. When you look at their social media posts, it literally does them no justice. So what I wanted to do was build websites that reflected the personality of the clinic, and that was because the practitioner is a part of the clinic. The practitioner has a huge influence on the clinic, and the practitioner actually guides the personality of what the clinic grows into so that the business can then sustain this. It really helps with building your brand awareness to actually have a business personality, because you actually get to convey the information of the business really easy when you know exactly what you're talking about. So as a business, we offer website design. This is the heart and soul of our business, and our websites are a little bit different to everyone else's. We are a little bit avant-garde with how we do it. Our style is different, our flows are different, and we really wanted to make sure that we encapsulated really cool and stunning high-end, high-quality design with good functionality. And this is why I'm a Wix designer. So I chose Wix as my platform purely because I found it so easy to use and I found it so simple to navigate. And the reason why I chose Wix, is not because I found it really good to do, but I knew that if I can navigate this so simple and it makes such good common sense to use, then I can teach someone how to do this, and it's not going to have to be this incredibly intense digital overload. It's going to be a real quick common sense given, this step here, bish bash bosh, and it's done. And that's what I love about Wix. I kind of love the easy functionality that it gives. The user interface is so friendly, it's so welcoming, and it's just not intimidating at all. It was just a perfect fit for me, and their design capabilities are just amazing. It just meant that there wasn't any coding, there wasn't any need to put anything extra on the website that a practitioner, once they take it, wouldn't be able to manage themselves. So for me, the Parlor really stands for individuality and accountability. Individuality in sense of the brand personality, the design, and the relationship you have with the brand, and then accountability coming back to the practitioners. A lot of practitioners don't have websites because they believe the folk tales, and it's not even folk tales, it's kind of true that, you know, developers charge an arm and a leg for a website, and then they continue to charge you afterwards to do any updates, make any changes, make any amends, and it's purely because they don't teach you how to use the website because they can make money from it. So my whole goal is, once you purchase a website from me, I give you training on how to use the website. I've never had a practitioner that needed training after a month. I've always had a month of 1 week sessions with practitioners, and then after a month they're kind of on their own running, and the only time they really contact me is if it's something that they just can't get. And what I tend to do then is literally film myself doing it and talk them through exactly how I did it, so that if they ever needed to do it again, they knew how to do it. I think it stemmed from speaking to so many practitioners who had really poor websites built, and then in order for them to make any simple amends or changes, they had to pay someone to do it, and it took forever for that person to get it done. And unfortunately, in our industry, being, you know, that it is such a fast-paced and turning industry, you need to be able to keep up with trends, and you need to be able to be ahead of trends. So if you're waiting for someone to complete work that's going to take them 2 to 3 weeks, and in some cases I've seen it where it's taken 6 weeks to 6 months, this is not ideal for you as a business. So what I wanted to do was make sure that the practitioner knew how to use their website, because having full control of your website is literally like having full control of your online business. And being able to do this means that you're able to grow, because instead of hiring out to someone, you can actually train someone in your team to then manage the website for you, and you know it's in-house, so you are in more control. And let's face it, being in control really helps with your business. You know, it's great to delegate and let people have influence into how to run the business with you. However, when it comes to getting work done, you definitely need someone who you can teach, show them what to do, and they can get on and do it. And you know it's done because you've shown them what to do, they understand what to do, and they're going to get it done for you. So this was really important for me, and it's one of the things that I love to highlight about my websites, is that once I build it, it's yours. You completely own it. I don't purchase your domain, and I don't purchase your hosting. I recommend that all practitioners purchase this themselves, because again, if somebody else purchases it, then they have control over it. And for me, being, you know, a control freak, I wouldn't want anyone to have control over it. I'm happy with Wix to have control, but nobody else. So what does 2021 have in store for the business? Well, in our first year, we did a modest 5 figures, which was incredible for me, because it was it gave me the fuel I needed to know that actually I'm offering something that everybody wants, and this is going to be really helpful. So that was really important to me. So for 2021, we're working on sustainability of the business. So we've done some brand building, and when it comes to brand building, that never ends. We still need to continue doing that, but now we're moving into sustainability. We want to sustain how we generate clients, and it's almost poetic, really. It's almost full circle of how things work out, that we generate clients based upon literally people just loving what we do and seeing what we do. So that is a really good way for us to build sustainability. I'm hoping by the end of the year, beginning of next year, to be looking into building a team around me, if not sooner, purely because the more people I have in the business, the more business I can do, which means that we can grow and we can build the company that it needs to be in order to service as many aesthetic practitioners and estheticians across the world. Uh, so a little bit about me. I am the CEO, and I am at the minute the solopreneur of the Parlor. I come from a marketing and advertising background. I've worked with countless brands in helping them to deliver their message. And one thing that really always stuck with me was the look of things. Like the brands were very literal with what they were doing, and it was so literal that people weren't paying attention to it because it was just coming across as way too salesy and a little bit slimy. And so I would always give like a little bit of a design advice, like, oh, I wouldn't do it that colour, I would probably shift into this colour. And you've got to think about where you're going to see it and how it's going to look. So I did a lot of offline advertising and a lot of online advertising, and my heart and soul was in data. I love Google Analytics, it's where I thrive best. But what I found when I first started out was that in order for people to use Google Analytics to grow their website traffic, they actually have to have a really good website to start with, because you'll find almost instantly that if your Google Analytics shows some really poor results, it's often a reflection of poor design and poor functionality on the website. And so what I wanted to do was combat this area in order for the data to drive the business forward. I am. So I'm a mother of two. I live with my two kids and we form a little triangle here. It's quite challenging at times being a mother and a business owner, because when you have a business, it's never 9 to 5, it's not even 9 to 6, it's literally 24 hours, any time of the day, anything can happen, and you've literally got to be on it, especially if you work alone and you're responsible for everything. Or people honestly just literally love to reach out to me and ask me questions, and I'm like an Ash Jeeves, I've got to respond. So it is quite challenging. My kids are very, very understanding. Sometimes, not all the time. My 16-year-old daughter actually interns for the company to help me out with building a customer relationship management process. She's really helping with that whole CRM system, and I'm hoping that once she develops it and gives it a real all-rounded perspective, that I can then hire someone to manage that for me, and she can go off and be a 16-year-old as she wants to be, and not stuck in an office with mum all the time. But yeah, being a mum and being a business owner, I have to say it's two of the hardest roles I've ever tried to combine. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but it's so rewarding that you just can't do without it in the end. So for me, it's the best choice, and yeah, it's the best thing ever. So I mentioned that we design amazing websites. I'm going to just keep saying stunning websites. They just look incredible and very high end. We also do social media branding, and this stems from the content creation that I do on the business Instagram page and Facebook. I got a lot of practitioners reaching out to me and asking me, how do you know what to post? And I was like, it's just valuable content that you keep posting, consistently delivering your message. And I realised that I was speaking in very big social marketing jargon that no one actually understood what I was talking about. So I had to really dial it back. And what I wanted to do was, again, combine design with functionality. And when I say functionality, I mean in a way where the practitioners can actually deliver valuable content to their clients. So we design social media packs. The brand of the packs looks like the website, so we reflect the website colours, the font. We make sure that the style of the templates that you purchase will look like your website, so no matter what touch point your clients go to, they will always have this familiar looking brand that they get. And the second part of the social media packs is the functionality of them, and this is where our packs really stand out from any of the social templates on the market. Our packs really guide you in knowing what to post and what content is valuable for your clients. We always update the post with anything that we see of being relevance in the market. So every now and then practitioners will just see another added tile into their pack, and like I always get a message saying, oh, this is new, I've never noticed this before. I'm like, yeah, it's brand new. I'm seeing that there's a lot of engagement when you do types of posts like this, and this is how we've adapted it to show how you do lip fillers, anti-wrinkle injections or wrinkle reduction, how you do dermal fillers, jawline profiler, fat dissolving injections, chemical peels, hydrofacials, my favourite treatment. Anything that you offer, we wanted to make sure that you were always delivering valuable content to your clients, because on Instagram, when you connect with your audience, it's when your business actually has a connection, and when your business has a connection, you have a business. It means that those connections turn into leads, which turns into sales for you. And we wanted it to be a repetition of those sales. So what can you expect from this channel? You can expect to hear the word so a lot, because I say so a lot. I think for me, this channel will do all three things, if not one of three things, for different people. Number one, aesthetic practitioners, especially my clients, and focused on my clients. This is where they will come to actually find full-length videos of how to do something. I will always give you a snapshot on Instagram. I'd probably even do a quick little one on TikTok every now and then, but in order to get a full view of how to actually change something on the website, update something, move something around, or do anything on the website, I'm going to use YouTube as a really good learning platform for you. So you don't have to go anywhere else. You literally just come to this one channel and find it. The second part of this channel will be more informational tips. So obviously on Instagram we're very limited with what how long we've got to talk about a particular topic or a particular subject, and sometimes we need to go into more depth about it. I know we can use stories, which obviously you can do quite a bit of stories, but it kind of will get a bit long. You can probably use IGTV, which is only half an hour, 45 minutes. So having YouTube will allow us to talk in more depth about Instagram updates and Instagram topics that will help you to build your clinic further and help you to generate the sustainability that you've been looking for your business. The third part of this channel will be about my journey as an agency owner, and I will give you guys behind the scenes of how I run the agency, my day to day. I'll probably give you insight into some of the meetings that we're having and some of the directions that we're moving into, just to help anyone who is running their business, for them to see, oh, okay, this is when you're on your own, this is literally how it looks. Or for anyone who is considering starting an agency and doesn't quite know how to lay their chips, as we say in the UK, how to do it, hopefully my videos should give you some form of advice or direction. So thank you so much guys for tuning in. As I said, this is my first video on our business channel, the Parlor. We are so grateful to have started on YouTube. Better late than never, as I like to say. Please do not forget to subscribe and like the videos, and also drop any comments with any questions that you have at any part of these videos that we make. So I can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye.